Maintaining the quality of thyme essential oil. Different processes used for thyme oil extraction affect the quality of oil produced. Therefore, much care should be taken. Fresh thyme has a different taste. Researchers showed that Thymus vulgaris dried by hot air or microwave oven results in the loss of important constituents. It was found that the percentage of thymol content in thyme essential oil decreased or processing by microwave oven. Different methods used for thyme oil extraction are mentioned below. Steam distillation. It is widely used method for extraction of thyme oil. This method is advantageous because it results in lesser instability of compound at high temperature. Simple steam distillation and cleavanger system are two methods used for this purpose. First, solvent extraction. For extraction of phenolic from the thyme leaves, solvent extraction is performed. In this process, soluble compounds are being separated from solid to liquid matrix. It is used to obtain antioxidant from a raw material. Supercritical flood extraction. To get good yield of antioxidant, this technique is used for extraction of polyphenol from thyme. This extraction process is used. It has low extraction time and results in minimum degradation. It is the most widely used process. Then, pressurized liquid extraction. It is the recent solvent technique used to minimize damage. It uses solvents above normal boiling points and pressure, thus keeping the flood in liquid state during the whole process. Resultantly, high yields are obtained from this process. Extraction at atmospheric pressure. For this purpose, raw material is prepared, which is then exposed to the extraction solvent. After extraction, micellar is removed from the extracted material, and finally the solvent is removed. For this purpose, it is essential to have optimal particle size. The particle size shouldn't be so small that it doesn't allow the penetration of solvent. Penetration of solvent is accomplished in three stages. Penetration of solvent in dry mass, achieving equilibrium, and finally replacing the solute with new solvent. This process can be done by making batches with control. It is necessary to keep the final product weed free. For this purpose, organic molecules and hand weeding is used. Mulching is an effective approach for controlling weed growth. It enhances plant growth and its diameter. In case of thyme crop, it is advisable to utilize organic mulch. Plastic mulch is also used to prevent weed growth. It is also an effective technique to grow a dense stand of pasture crops, followed by following of land before planting thyme crop. Both these steps will significantly reduce the weed. Then pest control. Thyme contains volatile oils that have insect repellent properties, but still spiders, mites, and Miftimate may infest thyme plants. To control pests, a pest management program should be followed. Crops should also be scouted regularly. Thyme is being attacked by aphid as well as T. vulgaris L. Also gets infected by botrix that cause grey mold of thyme. Correct identification of these pests is also essential for their control. It is preferable that instead of chemical control, biological control should be used to eliminate pests. Moreover, plant extract can also be used to control pests. Certain insect repellent herbs can also be used for pest control. Then its biological properties. Status have various biological properties such as antioxidant, antimicrobial, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory analgesics, anti-obesity, and anti-acne activities. It has been reported to have various psychological activities including sleep, prolonging, soothing, whitening, skin protection, skin aging inhibition, and plant growth inhibitory activities. Here we can see the types of thyme used in biological activities. Then antioxidant activity. The main function of antioxidant is the purpose of creating complexes by donating electrons or hydrogen to oil and the effect containing free radicals. Presentative natural sources of antioxidants identified so far include ascorbic acid, tocopherol, carotenoids, and flavonoids. Thyme, clove, and other species have been confirmed to have antioxidant effects. The antioxidant effect of solvent extract of thyme has been reported by several researchers. Hyun et al. Reported that the ethyl acetate fraction from methanol extract of thyme has a high antioxidant effect, and flavonoids are effective compound of radical. Kim et al. Reported that the methanol extract of thyme considered 41.37 mg of total flavonoid and that the main component of flavonoid was found to be 1.09 mg. The author suggested that the antioxidant effect of thyme was high because the extract had a higher peroxyl radical scavenging activity than that of other Lamiaceae members. The glucosidase inhibitory potential of quercetin present in thyme was 80% and the secrase inhibitory activity was concentration dependent. Flavonoid that has been used for a long time and is known to possess antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antiviral, anti-obesity, anti-depression, anti-cancer, and anti-diabetic activities, and useful against asthma and cardiovascular diseases. Then, anti-inflammatory activity. The use of thyme and its extract has been traditionally practiced around the globe for the treatment of inflammatory diseases, and various studies have presented its anti-inflammatory properties. In this context, the effect of thyme extract was evaluated on oxides activity THP and macrophages by measuring the expression and release of some anti-inflammatory mediators. It was demonstrated that thyme extract exerted a dose-dependent decreases in the production and gene expression of pro-inflammatory Mediterranean tumor necrosis factors associated with an increase in the anti-inflammatory cytokine secretion in activated macrophages. Moreover, Huspe et al. Examined the anti-inflammatory properties of Greek divulgaris oil and water extract and their ability to detoxify the reduced inflammation and oxidative stress. According to their findings, these extracts were able to reduce the lipase-induced elevation in cyclooxygenase 2, nuclear factor, inducible nitric oxide synthase, and produce a more potent effect that the for most of the studied inflammatory mediators. Then, anti-cancer activity. Thyme processes numerous compounds, essentially the monoterpenoid phenols, cavacol, and thymol, which have great potential to be used in the therapeutic and management intervention against cancer. Due to their pharmacological properties, cavacol and thymol exerted anti-cancer effects in various types of cell lines, mimicking human cancers, and then demonstrated their potential as chemopreventive or anti-cancer agents in different types of cancer. Their major mechanism of anti-cancer action include induction of apoptosis, inhibition of cell growth, augmentation of ROS generation, depolarization of mitochondrial membrane, activation of proteins, inhibition of angiogenesis, interaction with polymerase, and diminution of tumorigenesis. 2 by modulating the activity of by modulating the activity of carcinogen metabolizing enzymes. Antiviral activity and novel finding in COVID 19. Recently, and with the coronavirus disease COVID 19 perplexing healthcare system and society's intensive effort to develop effective preparation against severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus 2 were prominent and natural compounds were not an exception. In this regard, the United States Environmental Protection Agency placed thymol on the list of disinfectants with the evidence for use against COVID 19 for disinfection of external hard surfaces and hands in healthcare. Institutional or residential applications, Thyme essential oil has previously shown effectiveness against several RNA viruses, including human and feline coronavirus. This created outlook for future application, antibiotic possibilities for coronavirus, and modeling feline infection for the study of antiviral against human coronaviruses. Then references, these are the references. And that's all.